Ow. 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 I'm trying. It's a little difficult when your leg feels numb. Okay, well, parts feel numb and parts hurt. The parts that aren't numb hurt. So, ow. How was I supposed to know that there was an Ekans hiding in the grass? Okay, well, yeah, I knew there were Ekans in the grass, but I didn't know there was going to be an Ekans right there in the grass, or that it was going to try to bite me. Well, I'm experimenting with self-driven dream design, where instead of trying to constantly manage every single variable that's happening all at once, I create the template and populate it, but then I kinda take my hands off the wheel, so to speak, and I let it play out based on what I've made, instead of directing every single action. Well, so far my leg sure as hell isn't a big fan. There's always a degree of the dream acting on your subconscious, unless you're giving it your absolute undivided attention, which you can do, but it's really draining. But then usually that slight degree of autopilot, for lack of a better term, is very slight. Like what happened in the sci-fi dream we did, where I didn't know exactly what the Escher AI was going to say in the moment. But this clockwork dream concept, it's that idea taken to its limits. You know, you set the stage, but then let your subconscious take the wheel based on the things you added when you formed the dream. Well, I mean, it's new for me. It's a pretty common practice for some Dreamwalkers. It's a whole school of thought all its own. Meanwhile, as someone who is Labyrinth Black certified and has spent his whole adult life studying defensive dream design, I'm used to much more intentional uses of my powers. That focus I was talking about earlier, which is great for what it's great for. But it also doesn't leave much room for surprise or flexibility. Again, by design, which is great for my job, but it's limiting when it comes to us just wanting to have fun and sharing in the newness and the unexpectedness of the experience together, which I've really liked doing. I like the thought of it being an experience we're both in more or less on the same page, so I can share in the fun with you as a participant too, instead of just as the weaver of the whole thing. Well, the problem is, so far I seem to suck at it. Well, actually, maybe it's that I'm too good at it. I was plenty surprised when that little purple bastard bit my leg. And you know what? I like Ekans. They were always one of my favorites growing up. It is a betrayal of my childhood trust. I feel like I might need to find the better balance between a meticulously designed, enforced dream and a complete, freeform, hands-off, clockwork-created style. Or maybe I just need to be clearer at the formation of it, that the local wildlife should not be biting the potential trainers. It's supposed to be the Pokemon battling each other, not me. Which, speaking of, I could have used a little help there. Haunter, instead of you just laughing. Hey, according to the Pokedex, that technically would be stealing my life force, you jerk. Keep that tongue in your mouth. God. I should have picked a Drowsy. Also, there's a lot of tongue stuff with Pokemon, and I hadn't really remembered that until I was going through the Pokédex again to try to brush up for this stream. Anyway, do you have a potion? Do they not work on people? I mean, I don't know. Mechanically, the humans in Pokemon don't get hurt, right? At least not in the game. Most of the games. I don't know. I feel like a potion would work, right? Well, I mean, it is my dream. I could just make the potion work. Well, yeah, by that logic, I could also just make my leg stop hurting. But that's cheating. More than the potion cheating, yes. Well, I think that's the line right there. Are Pokemon not organic? Am I not organic? Can a potion that somehow is equally capable of healing a floating keyring, a dog, and a literal leviathan from another universe not also heal me, a mere waif of a man? There we go. And just like that, leg is fixed. So, where to now? We could go to Lavender Town. Ooh, spooky. Just in time for spooky season. Nah, September's close enough. It's practically October. They put out Christmas decorations in August. I mean, we could jump ahead a little with Halloween, too. What? Oh, no, bad Ekans. Go away. Go, shoo. Go find a Rattata. Or a Spearow. Maybe not a Spearow. Birds eat snakes, right? Do Spearow eat Ekans? I don't know. The what eats what food chain in Pokemon is a weird mess that contradicts itself from one game to the next half the time. It really seems to. Or maybe that's just Pokédex entries in general. I don't know. Well, yeah, but I still like Ekans. I don't want anything to happen to him. I just want him to be not in biting distance. Also, why do Ekans have rattles on their tails but Arbok don't? But then again, you really can't go too far down the Pokemon comparative biology rabbit hole, or you might never find your way back out of it. Yeah. Haunter. My God. My ghostiest boy. You could scare away potential combatants. That would be pretty cool. Oh God. Ugh. It's like talking to a purple disembodied hands having wall. Well, he's my buddy. I can't put him back in the Pokeball, even if he is a jerk. No, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do it or not. It's kind of a big ask from him, to be honest. I mean, Saul's a nice guy. He's my friend, so I don't mind doing him a favor, but that's a big favor. And he wouldn't even be one of the ones playing. I've never met any of the people who are. I guess they all live over in Dahlia. Besides, I haven't DM'd in years. I haven't even played at all in years. Actually, it's been even longer since I was a player than since I was a DM, so never mind. The last time I didn't have to be behind the screen was back in the day when Aaron would still run a campaign for us, and that was, oh God, ages ago. And I've never tried to combine it with my powers before, from either side. I mean, I get that there's a module and all that, so it shouldn't be too difficult to study up and create the dreamscape from there, but that's a lot of people to manage. I mean, that's 6 people, and a lot of dream variables to keep in mind, a lot of storytelling variables to keep in mind. It's a lot. I mean, it's a hell of an undertaking just because Saul's got too many games he's running. And I know him. I know that on some level, he's just trying to get me hooked again. Get me back in the DM seat so that he can play for once and doesn't have to be the forever DM anymore. Yeah, no, I'm not for this campaign specifically. He wouldn't be playing. I just mean for something down the line. I know there are plenty of Dreamwalkers who do stuff like this, but I don't know. I never really thought about my powers as anything other than a job, or for myself and you. Never as, like, a side gig for hire kind of thing. Not that this one is even for hire, per se. I mean, since it'd just be as a favor to Saul, but you get me. Well, I mean, that's part of why I've been trying to see if I'm any good at this more hands-off dream construction method. I feel like I'd need it to be able to pull it off as a D&D game. The whole idea is you're creating the story together from all of you. I'd want to be true to that in the ways that I could. I don't know. I'll definitely need to practice some more before I decide one way or the other. I mean, I only want to do it if I think I could do it justice. I'm just not sure yet. I don't suppose I could convince you to keep helping me test things along the way. Ooh, that's true. It might call for a few more rounds with Anorax. I mean, the setting's right. No, he wouldn't stand a chance against you, even if it isn't pre-scripted. You'll have that dragon shaking in his boots all over again. Oh, look, more tall grass between here and Lavender Town. Joy. Hey, what would you say to a little mid-game implementation of a fast travel mechanic?